and welcome back to another episode of TubeTalk.
With our very special interviewer,
Kate.
Bosma.
Yes.
Great to have you back, Kate,
Thank you.
as our guest selector. Is there anyone you want to say anything to?
Shout out to the Lovels.
Kerry and Mary.
Lovell.
What's your shout out?
Oh, well, they used to send me postcards and stuff. And
Yeah.
pen pals.
Yeah,
So that was fun.
yeah.
And I
Lovely
still have
people.
all this stuff
Yeah,
that they gave me.
yeah. Lovely people.
Yes.
So nice to include them. I am sure Kerry will be watching.
Alright. So we'll just get into it. Last week, we had Logan Street Lion, who was a very good winner.
Yeah, pretty serious galloper, I think. He got held up in the straight, lost his balance, got checked. Not many horses can pick themselves up after that, but he did. Dove through a gap and won going away. Pretty good horse going forward.
Cool. And then we had Pull Your Socks Up, who was a very unlucky second.
She was horse was riderless in a race, and she had a wall horse in front of her and couldn't get out. And when she eventually got out, she sprinted hard for second, beaten a length. I reckon if the race had been run without that riderless horse, she would have won. So that's great to see her come back to form, because she's good when she's at her best.
Awesome. Then we had Hasbro, who was a super third under a big weight.
62 kilos, hit the front, weight just stopped him. He's flying. I think he's in the Group 1 Thorndon Mile, but on the 29th of January. But on the 5th of Feb, he's also in the White Robe Lodge Weight for Age Mile with 100 grand. And I think we'll lean that way. I think we might just go that way rather than the Thorndon Mile. So if you're looking at futures bets, it's probably 75 or 80-20 he'll go. He won't go to the Thorndon. There you go, a little tip inside, and he will be awfully hard to beat in the White Robe Lodge.
Cool. And then this week, we have on Saturday at Ellerslie and Race Sport.
The big meeting!
Yes, this is dramatic.
Karaka Million Night. This is dramatic in the 2-year-old $1 million race. She's going to jump from barrier 10 to 14, bit awkward. First time right-handed. She's only had one start where she was very impressive. So a few things against her, but I think it's a very even lineup. I think she's got a lot of ability. She's got a big motor. It'll just be whether experience holds her back. If we can get on the back of something coming around the bend and let her get balanced up, I'm sure she'll finish off very well. Excited to see her go around.
Awesome. Then in race 6 on Saturday, in a 3-year-old $1 million race, in race 4 we have Miss Ella.
Yeah, second favourite, very talented mare. She won her last start, Philly Albert, won her last start by nearly 10 lengths, and the horse that ran second has since won. So, I mean, there's no doubt it's a step up in grade, but there's also no doubt she's very talented. She's got a wonderful draw of barrier 1. That will dictate she'll be pretty handy in the race. I imagine she'll be in the first 4 or 5. The mile holds absolutely no fears for her. There's a $1.70 favourite on the bubble, which is clearly the horse to beat. But I think she's in this race right up to her eyeballs. I think she's pretty good and really looking forward to seeing her on Saturday.
Cool. Then at the Royal Radwick in race 9 we have Wairiri Falls.
Yeah, in Sydney on Saturday, Wairiri Falls, good fourth first up. Track that day was rain affected. He's much better on a firm surface or just soft. There's a bit of rain around. Tommy Berry, barrier 3. If it's just in the soft range, I think he's ready to win. He's a pretty good horse. If it got to the deeper soft range, it just tends to negate his sprint a little bit. He'd probably still run as we're progressing him through his campaign, but I'd be just slightly wary. If the track's good or just soft, get on. Temper your bet if it's a bit wet.
Cool. Then finally, on Saturday at Doonbin in race 9, we have Stardom.
Fresh up for a new campaign. He went really good the other day, running second in a jump out. 1,350 metres, way too short. He's a 2,000 metre plus horse. He's got top weight, no real expectations at all. This is just to go around getting fit for him. Barrier 5, he'll probably get back in the field, but I think he can probably run past a few in the straight. and we can look forward to him in the coming weeks as he steps up in ground.
Awesome. And now for this week's Bet of the Week, we have at Ellerslie in race 3, Bonnie Lass.
Yeah, really good 2-year-old, and I thought she was excellent on Boxing Day against the old horses, winning over 1,200 metres, which is not hard. It's a hard thing for the 3-year-olds to do, 3-year-old fillies to do. So she's had that run under her belt, obviously saved her for this race. She's got barrier 5, the set weights and penalties of the race. She's very well off on, I think. And barrier 5, I think, suits. I think it's $6. I think she's over the odds. I think $6 is great money, I think. And if you got over $2 a place on her, I think you could have a big place bet with confidence and a bit of a win bet. So, Bonnie Lass is our bet of the week.
Cool, and that wraps up TubeTalk for this week.
It does. Thank you very much, Kate.
No worries.
We'll see if you're back next week if we get
Doug.
the bug.
Okay, see
Bye.
ya.
Upon straightening up now, and the leader is Hengroin from Vasme. Logan Street Line needs a run. Orton after them. So too Bellinger. Victory Bay looking for room from Baglioni. Plenty of chances. Bellinger's been wide. Logan Street Line's getting the run, and here he comes. The line's roaring through. Victory Bay late. Orton still there. It's Logan Street Line in front in the shadows, and Logan Street Line wins.